Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 49. It's Tuesday here in Cincinnati and it's hot. It's so hot. Oh, but the sun is shining and I've decided to continue my theme for the week of changing my plans and playing hooky a little bit. And I'm going to skip my video tonight and instead hang in the pool with my son for a little while before I do a client session. So yeah, today feels a little like yesterday, spacious, but also hot. I hope it is comfortable wherever you are as you listen to this. So today, the word precision came forward in my meditation, and it sounded too harsh as I was picturing the word or feeling the word. It sounded like a cut, like surgery. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't feel super awesome in this moment. And so I was trying out different words in front of it. And what I landed on that feels so exciting to me, so spacious to me, so expansive, is this idea of infinite precision. So here's why this has come forward. I believe when we make our soul plans to come and have human journeys here on earth, we are offered all the alternatives of things that can happen. So we know the lesson that we're going to come work on, the main themes, and then we call in the people we're going to play with and the places we're going to go and the jobs we're going to do and the health challenges we're going to have and how we're going to deal with money and possessions and everything. All these options are laid out in like story formats. And one leads to the other, and there's all these different patterns or pathways that we can create. As a soul, we know all the options before we arrive here. And then we have this gift in Earth School, this gift of free will, of choice. And so once we're here in the actual human body, in the human experience, and we have forgotten all that we knew as a soul of the soul plan, when we forgot all that, and then we're here living it, our free will, our choice, determines exactly how that plan is all going to unfold. So the visual that I had this morning, which feels like such a simple way to see it. Imagine you need to have surgery, and I don't know that I've ever had surgery. Well, I had my wisdom teeth out and I had stitches on my head when I cut my head open at age 4. Other than that, I don't believe I've ever had any kind of surgery. And my tonsils out, that's true, I had those out. So there have been a couple moments of surgery. But let's imagine someone is going in for a big surgery, like heart surgery or lung surgery, or something pretty profound. When you know you're ill or you know you have something that needs to be fixed, you sit down with a doctor and you map out the plan. They give you all the options, right? You get to have the option of medicine or the option of chemotherapy if that's applicable, or you have the option of surgery, or you have the option of doing nothing. And so here's all the options. It's much like that for us when we are souls and we're determining what are the lessons that we want to play with here on earth. What's the surgery that you're going to be going into, right? Are you going to work on compassion or strength or kindness or intelligence or the balance of the mind with the body? Or there's an infinite possibility of things that you can explore as a soul here in this human journey. So we sit down with the surgeon, our guides, Source, God, and we say, tell us all the options. And so the surgeon lays it out. And then we prepare for surgery. So I believe as souls, we prepare for our incarnation. We talk to the guides that we work with. We look at our past incarnations. We explore all the different varieties of pathways and prepare ourselves to be strong enough to do the things that we most want to do when we come here on earth and have our human journey. And then, just like in surgery, there's the moment where you get to the hospital. Literally, we are birthed into the body, many of us in the hospital. And then you go to sleep, which is totally what happens as humans, right? The soul goes to sleep for a while until it decides to wake up and remember. So they put you under medication when you're in the hospital and you're about to have your physical human surgery. They put you in the hospital, and then the surgeon comes into the room, and there's that moment of the first cut. The first cut, right? The surgeon is ready to begin the surgery, and he or she has to choose where exactly to put the cut. The first precise opening for the surgery to happen. Well, it's the same for us. We take our first breath, and the journey begins. We arrive in the human body. We take that first breath. We open our eyes. Here we go. Here we go. Now the journey has started. And then it's just like with the surgeon. The surgeon has really no idea what's going to happen until that first cut is made, until the opening is there and you can explore what's actually happening inside the body. They may think that there's one thing, but when you, as they say, open a person up, there may be other things. They may have to go in a different direction. Now it's with laser, so perhaps you don't even have to slice the skin, you just do it with light. But you still, once you're in the actual space of the surgeon being with the human body, you don't know until you're actually doing it, until you're in the experience of the surgery. It's exactly the same for us as souls in human bodies. We have no idea how the actual journey will go until we're here, until we're living it, until we're in the body and in the relationships and in the careers and in the health crises and in the traveling, in whatever it is that we've called in to teach us those lessons, to heal whatever the old karma is or the old stories are that the soul is working through, to change or deepen the understanding. Some surgeries, I believe, might just be for research, for understanding of what's happening in the body. Maybe your soul journey here on this planet is pure research. You're just here to figure out what this human shit's all about. What? What is this physical earth school? It's craziness, right? That may be why you're here. There's nothing you even wanted to learn. Unfortunately, when you're in the human body, you will learn. Unfortunately or fortunately, you will learn. And the surgeon always learns something in every surgery. There's always more experience that is gained, some new awareness that comes forward through the patient who is on the surgeon's table. And that experience that the surgeon gains and that the patient gains goes out into collective consciousness. Everyone benefits from that experience, that surgery, because that information is expanded out into everyone's collective journeys, right? When you have surgery, you want a surgeon who's done lots of surgeries. You don't want the first timer. You want someone who knows what they're doing. It's because that experience gives them confidence. It gives them knowledge, intuitive abilities. They are better able to trust themselves when they're in the moment of making a decision. It's the same for us as souls. The more human incarnations we have, the more experience we have as souls, the more advanced we are as souls, the more calm and confidence and acceptance and understanding we bring into each next incarnation. And every soul, human's incarnation, expands all of us. None of it is wasted. So here we are on a Tuesday, and for me, very hot Cincinnati, with a whole pile of work to do, and a choice to go play in the pool and hang out with my son for a while and then work. There's always all these choices and options. And trusting, for me to trust in the infinite precision of my soul's plan, I can just enjoy the journey. I can just enjoy the day. I can laugh when it's hot and laugh when it's cold and laugh when it's cool and work when I feel like I'm supposed to be working hard and play when I feel like I'm supposed to play. It's a much larger perspective when we look at it from an infinite viewpoint. And so I trust there is a precision that my soul brings to each moment, to each day, that is absolutely in the highest alignment. And when we reach that place of trusting that, we can relax, we can surrender to the ride, show up each moment, each day, and know that there's a much larger unfolding that we're a part of. So my invitation is explore that for yourself. How do you feel if you expand this day out and look at your whole lifetime, and then perhaps if you believe in reincarnation or the evolution of a soul, expand even further and look at this lifetime in relationship to all the other lifetimes that you've ever had or will ever have. And then perhaps you can allow yourself to trust in the infinite precision of this moment, this one day right here that you are experiencing. It is precisely perfect, divinely guided, in such pure alignment. Kind of takes all the pressure off. So, infinite precision, my friends. Thank you for tuning in to today's vibration. Let's take this message of pure love out into all of our communities and continue expanding love here on Gaia. So much love from my heart to yours.